Alright, I think we're good. What's good, YouTube? Sandman here. Got a little opinion video for you today. A few problems were happening. Hopefully, probably not, but let's hope this gets to the right ears. So here's the deal. I was on YouTube earlier. There's a reason I'm making this video. I was on YouTube earlier and I started seeing all these videos that I knew were going to get posted yesterday for the new Destiny update that just came out. And all these videos are like, oh my god, it's so great and it's amazing and there's all these workups and everything's bigger and better, and I'm so fucking confused because I don't know what game they're playing. I'm going to give two prime examples. I only need two. We only need one. But I'm going to give you two prime examples of why this game is literally almost dead for the solo player. And they are making it worse. They're literally making it worse. So number one is, we'll use this as an example. So, as you can see, this is just basic shit. If you've been playing Destiny or Destiny 2 for at any point in time, you understand how the gear works and how you level up gear, right? And so you would look at what I have here, right? So I have 372 simulators, those are my base gloves, and then my exotic tier is a 367, right? And so you think, okay, well, you know, you want to keep leveling that up because that's one of my primary setups, so I want it leveled up too, right? To match up with this. Oh, look at that. I have a 363 right there. Well, that will definitely send that to a 368, right? Okay. We got our little thing here. At least they left me that. My ornaments have disappeared. I'm assuming that's a bug thing. Uh-huh. Yeah. Used to cost 4 legendary shards. That's what it used to cost. You had to give up a legendary weapon to raise the level of a legendary weapon. It made sense. It made sense. It was difficult for the solo player to grind out enough legendary shards, but if you were willing to put in the time, you could do it. No problem. And so, even though it was difficult, the game was still, it was still a reasonable thing. Like, you had to work for it, but you could still get leveled up. I mean, you could see, anybody who knows anything about the way I play, I am a 100% solo player. And I'm starting to get 364s, so I guess I've hit 374 on my, like, overall highest I can get. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because I can't level anything. There's no way that I'm going to spend 30 legendary shards. You know how long it takes me to get 30 legendary shards? By the time I get 30 legendary shards, I'll have a whole new set of gear. So my only thought process is here is we're done leveling gear, that we're just not going to do that anymore. And then I thought, well, no, that can't be right because that's what Bungie has based this entire game around, is gear. So if they just tell us, oh, well, you know, it's crazy expensive to level up anything, so just get new stuff. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think that's what's going on. I would watch the market, the Uverse market. Because I think that they're setting us up for a pay-to-win. That's the only reason you would make it this difficult all of a sudden to, like, level up or to get any higher, is you're trying to force people to spend money for some reason. And I have a feeling that that is what's happening here. And that wasn't actually part of this little review, but that just hit me. That's what they've been doing in the past. They've done it over and over and over again. I'll bet that's what they're doing now. This is all a money thing. But anyways, I said two examples. So there's one. There's one. I mean, that's just, what's the point of that? Who's going to level up anything, especially a solo player? I mean, I played for like 5 hours yesterday. Literally, like 5 hours. And you see how many legendary shards I have. Not to mention, I don't have any of that Alcon dust shit. I don't even know where to get it. I got to figure all that out. And it gets worse. Some of these things take 30 plus legendary shards to level up. It's crazy. It's just crazy. And the fact that you can't really let anything you get to level up because it's so expensive, you just have to keep what you keep getting. All this old gear is going to go out the window. Like, there's going to be no point to use it. I've already gotten a pair of legs from Kira or whatever that's like 376 or something like that base power. But they're one of the new gear, and not only can I not afford to infuse them, why would I? They've got like 3 things on them, like 3 talents or whatever, these things. They've got like 3. They're in my stash. I don't want to go get them, but so why would I? I'm not going to use those to level up, number 1. Number 2, it would cost me an arm and a leg even to do that. So that's reason number 1. Number 1 is you've made the gear so hard to level up. For a solo player, it's not even in my realm of thinking of like that I would play that much. Not a chance. Number 2, this is the second way they have just killed their game for solo players. I now get to choose. They didn't open up new options. They didn't give us this brand new weapon setup where, oh my god, it's so much better because you can wear 2 shotguns and all. No, you can't actually. You fucking can't. Every shotgun I have, literally every shotgun I have goes in this second slot. Every single one of them. So I have like every shotgun that was decent except for the raid shotgun. I don't have the raid shotgun. Because I can't do raids because I'm a solo player. I don't get to have those weapons. So now, the whole reason for this that they gave in their example, I'm using Bungie's own example, was that you could run 2, or actually I think they said 3. You could run 3 shotguns if you wanted. No, you can't. That was a lie. Number 2, instead of like giving us a new weapon slot or like opening it up where we could put this right here or down here so we could really like have a lot of customs. No. All they did was it's the exact same weapon slot setup except shotguns, fusion rifles, and I forget what else. I think 1 or 2 other like minor weapons that used to be heavies are now considered mediums. That's it. So now, when I used to run like a Better Devils for close range, and I would run my Pleiadius Corrector or Positive Outlook for mid-range, right? Mid to long range. Depending on the situation, I would run one or the other. And then I would run the shotgun down here as my primary for bosses, because this shotgun can fire off 7 rounds, literally, it's automatic. And it just does a ton of damage, and you can see how just evenly, like, you know, besides range, which it's a shotgun, and it's actually got really good range for a shotgun. But all the other stats, I mean, it's just a great weapon. It's my favorite weapon in the game. I can't use that loadout anymore, so now I have to use it here, because, like I said, it's my favorite weapon in the game. And now that's all I got here. A rocket launcher, which I just used in a strike, and it's garbage. It's garbage. It doesn't do shit against an individual boss. Like, it's got cluster bombs, so sure, it'll bomb an area. But against a boss, it does nothing. So I have to run this here, which kills this, which means I have no range. And you can put these, you know, together any way you want to. Like, if I do this, right? Say I'm soloing a strike or something, and I'm like, okay, I want to have range and close up. Well, now I give up the ability to kill a boss. It's horrible. This is really bad. And like I said when I started this video, I'm talking about this now, and I know it's a rant video, but I'm talking about it now because I went back and I before I did this, I looked at the YouTube videos that are out there that people are saying, oh, this is so wonderful. What the fuck are you talking about? Now, I'll admit, every single one of these videos that I saw were people who are, like, sponsored by Bungie and shit like that. Like, they go to BungieCon and all that bullshit. They're, like, part of that little group. These people, I'm sorry, they're lying. They're flat out lying. They are overlooking shit. They're just kind of turning a blind eye to what we're really looking at here. And I've had people tell me, yeah, it's really fucked up, but don't worry, it's going to be fixed for Forsaken. Okay, how many times are we going to fall for that? Literally, we've been falling for that, oh yeah, it's still fucked up, but we'll fix it next time. We have been falling for that since Destiny 1, since the beginning of this entire thing, and we went through this huge process until we finally got Taken King, and that at least evened things out. It didn't fix everything. People like to talk about Taken King like it was the be-all, end-all for Destiny 1. No, it wasn't. It really wasn't. They had to make a shit ton of other changes past that. It just gave them at least a decent base. They have not even given themselves a decent base here. And not only that, they're just changing shit to make it harder. I don't get the point of any of this. Like, I am really losing focus here on like what the point of this game is, or like who it's for. I I just spent $80 on Forsaken. I went ahead and bought the legendary whatever with the annual pass because I thought for sure Taking King is just gonna be the same thing all over again, right? Like, we'll get this badass DLC with Forsaken that'll really kind of bring the game back, give us a reason to do things, and then along the way they'll fix the what you're doing, right? So like they got to give you a platform, give you a reason to play this fucking game. And then they got to make it fun to play. They got to make it fun to do these things. They got to make it rewarding to do these things. The problem is they keep fucking with our rewards, keep changing out how we use our weapons and how we level our gear. And they've made these changes how many times? How much new shit have they actually put in the game? How many new rewards are we getting? Like, I've been running strikes. I'm not getting shit. I'm getting blues. 363 blues. I'm supposed to be at 364. It doesn't even make sense. There's no point. You keep changing gear and making it harder and harder, especially for the solo player. And you've yet to give us any drive, any reason to fucking play this. So that's, like I said, I was going to give two examples, primary examples of why this game really is, it's on its way out. I mean, Forsaken really does have to save this game. That's what's going to have to happen. Because I can tell you right now, as a solo player, you can see what kind of shit it takes to level anything up. And I know those two aren't, I'm not going to use that to level, of course, but that gives you the idea, 30 legendary shards, one weapon, 30 legendary shards, one piece of gear, and it's not even a primary. And that's what they want to, I'm solo, like what? 30 legendary shards for me is literally like 5 or 6 strikes. That's what I would have to do to level up one piece of gear. Who the fuck is gonna do that? Especially solo. I'm out of words, guys. I really am. I'm out of it. Like, I don't, I'm so disappointed right now. Like I said, just spent $80 on Forsaken. Really was hoping this was gonna fix everything. And instead of like, even like not fixing everything and just kind of like, well, it's not completely fixed, but we've got it set up for Forsaken, so give us a week. Okay, fine, no problem. No. They have just destroyed everything. There's no hope here. Like, that's all I was asking for, was a little bit of hope to make me think, there's still a reason to play this game. There's still a reason to spend $80 for year 2. I got nothing. I literally got nothing. I got no reason to keep playing this game. Except for the fact that I just spent money on it. That's it. This is quite possibly the most disappointing update to a game that was supposed to be like the huge update, the big fix, and get us ready for Forsaken and all it. It's not doing any of that. It's literally going the other direction and making it worse. Less choices on weapons setups. Crazy expensive to level anything up. Gear that doesn't even work. I have legs that aren't even showing yet. And I know they're new gear that aren't in the game yet, but yeah, they fucking are, because I have them. Like, what? I just don't understand their willingness to release broken shit, and they've been doing this since day 1 Destiny 1. And they keep promising us fixes and just lagging us along. I don't know. Leave your comments in the comment section. I'm sure there's plenty of people who are going to completely disagree with me and they think this is wonderful. I literally, if you're going to put that, at least say why, because I really don't understand it. I just spent $80 on this game. I want it to be good. I'm not a Destiny hater. But I'm becoming one. It's like I don't get the point in any of this. Like, and the shooting mechanics, it feels, I could be wrong about this. I'm using multiple different controllers, and I've been very disappointed with the Nacon. It feels like garbage. But it feels like the control in this game, the shooting mechanics are getting worse too. It doesn't feel as easy to get headshots. It doesn't feel as fun. Like when I'm flying through the air, as a warlock, I expect to get air shots. I can't get those at all. Like the minute I go to push my reticle to go over on him, it just flies across the screen. It's nuts. It's never done that before. So I don't know. That could be the controller, or it could be this game just being fucked up in that way too. Now here's the thing. The one thing I have to say is I don't know shit about PvP. Like I said, I'm a solo player. I don't play PvP. So it could be amazing. But I don't give a fuck because I don't play PvP. So my world is the Destiny solo player world. That's everything in Destiny except for PvP, raids, or most heroic stuff. Most heroic stuff I can't do. I can do like heroic adventures by myself and shit like that. They take a while, but I can get through them. That's it. That's my entire Destiny world. So like the gear's very important to keep me playing. And now you're telling me that I'm gonna have to run those few missions that I have as a solo player 1,000 fucking times just to level up any little thing. You have 4 days, Destiny. 4 days. I will make a promise on this channel right now. If this is not fixed, the day of Forsaken, the fucking day of Forsaken, if we're not logging in, loading up Forsaken, and saying, oh, it only takes 4 legendary shards to level up gear again, or something close to that, I will never. I'm not even talking about, oh, I'm not going to play Destiny. I will never purchase anything from Bungie ever again. Whatsoever. You will never find, I don't give a fuck what it is. Because this is just, it's ridiculous. This is over and over and over again. There's enough new stuff, and this is gonna, let me close it out with this, because, the title. There's enough new stuff, this game isn't dead. It's got enough components to make a playable game out of it. But then it does stuff like what it's done with this update. You may not be dead, but you're committing fucking suicide.